It's time, it's time, it's time for story time. Hello, boys and girls. My name is Miss Paula, and we are having story time here at our library in Royalton in Vermont. But we can't have it with the children. Instead, we're going to put it on the computer and you can watch. Our story today is a good one. It's called Mooncake. I never had any mooncake, but we're going to find out all about it. It looks like he's got some. Can you see these pictures? There's something to look at because they're all the same tree, but the tree in all the pictures with the moon and the stars is not the same. I think it's the 4 seasons. Do you remember the 4 seasons? Well, that's what I think it is. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. I think that's what they're. Very nice small pictures. This got to be summer. Look. Green leaves. One summer night, Bear and his friend Little Bird, there's Little Bird sitting on him, sat down to watch the moon. After a while, Little Bird said, I think I feel hungry. Me too, said Bear. And you know what I wish? I wish I could just jump up and take a bite out of the moon. Mm-mm. How delicious that would be. How do you know? Chirped Little Bird. Maybe the moon doesn't taste good at all. Maybe it tastes terrible. Bear thought for a moment. Then he went inside and got his bow and his arrow. With a piece of string, he attached a spoon to the arrow. Then he went outside again and he shot the spoon at the moon. Well, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to work because look where it's landed and look where the moon is. I knew that wouldn't work, said Little Bird. The moon is just too far away. What you need is a rocket ship. Then I'll build one, said Bear. The very next day, Bear went to the junkyard and he bought everything he thought he would need to build a rocket ship. Well, he's got quite a few things here. I see a tennis racket, and I see a clock, and a microscope. I don't know. All summer long, Bear and Little Bird worked and worked. But when fall came, the rocket ship was still not finished. I would like to go with you, said Little Bird, but winter's coming and I have to fly south with the flock. So Bear and Little Bird said goodbye. Remember how we've talked before? When a lot of birds fly, they fly in a V. You can see there's the V. Especially, you know, the birds that are around here, they fly in a V. When it became cold and the leaves fell off the trees, Bear got sleepy. But instead of climbing into bed and sleeping through the winter, he kept right on working. He worked and worked until the rocket ship was finished. Then he climbed inside and began the countdown. You know, whenever they send anything into space, they count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Before he reached 1, he fell asleep. He slept and slept and slept. There's wintertime. Until one night, the wind knocked over his rocket ship, and you could see his little blue eye there. That woke him up. Bear had never been awake in the winter before, because bears usually don't get up until springtime. When he opened his eyes and saw all the snow, Bear thought he was on the moon. Well, what color is the moon? Mostly it's white. What color is snow? White. I guess I could see how he could get confused, and he's never seen the snow before. When he opened his eyes and saw all the snow, he thought he was on the moon. He climbed out of his rocket ship, he scooped up some snow, and made a little mooncake. Then he tasted it. It tasted like something he had tasted before, but he wasn't quite sure what it was. While he thought about that, he decided to go for a walk. He didn't want to go too far because he was afraid that he would get lost. So he just walked in a big circle. After a while, he came upon his own paw prints in the snow. Remember, when you're walking in the snow, you're going to leave prints. Those paw prints are too big to belong to a moon mouse or even a moon raccoon, thought Bear. Maybe they were made by a moon bear. Or perhaps he shuddered like that. A terrible moon monster. Bear felt scared. He ran back to his rocket ship and prepared for takeoff. Again, he began the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And again, he fell asleep. This time, Bear slept until spring. You know it's spring. See the green butterfly? One day, his friend Little Bear returned and woke him up. "How was everything down south?" asked Bear. "Just fine," said Little Bird. Did you go to the moon?" asked Little Bird. "I sure did," said Bear. "And how did the moon taste?" asked Little Bird. "Was it terrible?" "No," replied Bear. "It was delicious." And there's a nice picture on the back. That's not a full moon, is it? No, that's a new moon. Have you ever gone out at night and looked at the moon? Does it look like it has snow all over it? It does, doesn't it, from a distance? So Little Bear, he had all kinds of things happen to him that year, and he didn't even know about it because he slept through part of it. But it's a good story, isn't it? Well, it's time to say goodbye. And I'm hoping that all of you have a really good week and that you will come back next week to see what new story we've got. It's time, it's time, it's time to say goodbye.